Peppa.
Say it loud.
Peppa.
Good job. That Dad loves how hard of a worker I am and how much fun we had in high school when I was in sports, and I was always a good listener, and I really excelled in that. But Incredibles, we just watched The Incredibles the other day, and you know, he's always hardworking and he's still loves his family, but underneath he's a big superhero and he always saves the world. So that's what I think you are, Dad. Grandpa?
Dimba.
Good job. Say it one more time.
Dimba. Peppa.
He's always been super patient, and growing up, he's always been super involved in all the things that I've done. And even now having my own family, he's really loves like my kids, and he always will play with them and love them. And he's always there for me when I need to call him and ask him a question. And he still needs to come out in Fresno to visit us. But yeah, we love our dad. But the majority of my favorite memories is of course doing sports and probably always going to Subway and letting me get lots of mustard on my sandwiches. I think that would have to be my favorite memory.
I mean, other than the fact that he's my dad and I have to love him. I'd say, because he's like always there for me. He's easy to talk to. You can always like count on him, whether you need a laugh or just to talk to someone. He's always there for you. It was when, I think we were all last time in Idaho. It was winter time, and Dad didn't bring a coat and he was gonna go to the store, so he grabbed one of my cardigans instead and just put that on. And he said he kept getting a lot of looks in the grocery store of his choice to wear the cardigan, and I think he said someone like commented on, he said, "Nice cardigan, dude," or something like that to Dad. But afterwards, I think he secretly liked the cardigan and he wanted to keep wearing it. A lot of things make Dad laugh. If I had to pick a couple, I'd say like The Office is one of the main ones, or anything related to Seinfeld always makes him chuckle. He does a lot of service for us, and I say that's probably how I know he loves us. And he's always, making us cookies, or, he's always thinking of ways to do stuff for us or just kind of be helpful. But yeah, I'd say, anytime he does service for us is when I know he loves me.
Do the expression again. What does he do a lot? When does he make that face?
When he walks up the stairs.
Why do you think he does that?
Because his knees hurt.
Because his knees hurt.
And his favorite one is hug and dance, like to go in a circle. But if it's a fast song, this is his go-to move. It has to go up, up, like this. And sometimes it'd be twice on one side. And then a little bit of hip action back there. And then sometimes he'll go like this. But it's the foot up and down and the arm up and down at the same time.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Sure love and miss you. Hope you're doing good, and that you have a good day. Basically, with what everyone else has been saying, it's hard to think of my own words because I've been watching everyone's videos, but you're so good at service, and you're so good at taking care of our family and working hard even when you don't want to, and I don't blame you at all. Yeah, you do a really good job just taking care of our family. Like everyone else, too many memories to say what my favorite memory with you is, but one that comes to my mind, like AJ and you letting her get lots of mustard on her sandwich. You would take me to ballet on Saturday mornings down in Ogden, and we would get breakfast at McDonald's. I always remember that as a good memory that you did for me. Those sandwiches are really good. I think they were like Egg McMuffin or something. Super good. And this also goes along with How Do I Know That You Love Us? Watching a chick flick, you're making cookies for us, where all of the girls are sitting on the couch, and you bring us each a spoonful of cookie dough before you put in the chocolate chips, and you take our spoons back to the kitchen for us, and then you come and bring us all a glass of milk. Oh, I think that describes you perfectly, of how you just do service for us and how much we just love and appreciate you for it.
Is it going? And I know you've explained this to me so many times, so I had to look it up, like PET scans. And you do some scanning stuff to see if people need to be treated with illnesses or stuff like earth diseases. You use some type of nuclear radiation to see people's organs, see if they need to be treated.
A lot of my favorite memories probably go back to when we were first dating, when the obstacles we had to go over and the things that he would do. You would think my favorite memory would be, say, his proposal and things like that, but it was actually just, I think, the moment I knew that I loved him and that I wanted just to be with him. I was in Indiana, and back then we didn't have cell phones, and so we had to make long distance phone calls, and they cost a lot of money. They'd add up, so we could never talk for very long, and it would be brief, and it'd be maybe, sometimes it was once a week or every other week or so. And I just remember that when he'd call and my mom or dad or whoever answered would say, "Hey Gayleen, the phone's for you," and it's Bill, I will never forget the feeling that I would get in my heart of excitement, just knowing that I was going to be able to talk to the man that I love. And that's what I knew. And I knew that I had to fight for him to come back to me, because we kind of was going through a little test in our relationship. So he decided, he'd gotten a new car, he'd been working all summer, and he wanted to drive out to Indiana and drive me back to college. He offered to come out and see where we lived, see what I was doing in the summer, with the mission field with my parents, and then drive me to college. So I know when he first came, I remember the memory is he was very cautious. He was just friendly with me. We were just friends. It was how things left. And he didn't know that in my mind I had switched, that no, I love you now. I mean, I know I love you and I want to marry you. I want to be with you. And I couldn't understand why he wasn't being affectionate with me, say, like, want to hold my hand or anything like that. And so after a couple of days of him being in Indiana, I finally asked him, and he just said, "You broke my heart," he said. And I am just being careful, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't happen again, and I'm protecting myself. But it's kind of like my last shot, my last chance to maybe see if we're meant to be together. And so then I told him about how I felt when he would call me and how much I knew I still loved him. And that's all it took. The next thing I know, he was swooping me in his arms and kissing me. And the rest is history.
The problem is with that, I have too many things that are my favorite about him. I love the way he laughs. I love the way he smiles. I love the way, my favorite thing is how he takes care of us. I even love the way how obsessed he is with Twitter and basketball, golf, football. The list can go on. I love you, Dad. There's too many things.
through his acts of service, whether it's cleaning the house or bringing all of the girls cookie dough while we're watching a movie.
When you've been married as long as we have, it actually takes a lot of effort and work every day to show the person that you still love and care for them. So as I was thinking about what he does on a maybe daily basis, it might seem small and insignificant, but it's the little things that are consistent that I know he still loves me and cares for me. He always has to kiss me goodnight. He'll always say, well, I'm going to bed, because obviously I don't go to bed. And he'll kiss me. And he also, then when he goes up to go to bed, he will put water in my CPAP machine. And every night, there's only a few nights when I know he just does not feel good and he just passes out basically, which is fine. But I know that before he goes to bed, he thinks of me, he thinks of what he can do for me. And then the last thing that he does every day, well, that I know he loves me, is that when he leaves for work at 5:30 in the morning, he kisses me goodbye. Well, I don't know that he's kissing me goodbye because I'm asleep. But there's a sense that I feel. He doesn't wake me up per se. And then when I do actually wake up in the morning, I think about when he left. I think, did I do something weird when he was kissing me goodbye? And it's just like, a kiss on my forehead or my cheek, whatever he can reach. Sometimes I'm rolled over and stuff, but there's been a couple times where he would be right here ready to kiss my cheek, and all of a sudden my eyes will jerk open and I'll jerk, and I almost hit him a couple of times. And then sometimes I'll be really lovey with him. I'll like, be like, or do goofy stuff. So I think he enjoys to see what he's going to get from me every day. So I just know that he loves me because he does those things every day. But then the other thing he also does is he will randomly write me a note, telling me how much he loves me and appreciates me, bring me some flowers. He knows I love flowers. And then he's just, as all of you have mentioned, that he takes really good care of us. He does the things like, Sammy, you mentioned the dishes for you, and he does that for me too. Without being asked, he just wants to help our family and love our family and serve us. And so that's what I see that he does every day as well.
Are going to like the Real games and the Jazz games, except most of the time I accidentally tripped him, so we can forget about that one. And I'd say recently another favorite memory is us dancing together at my wedding. I feel like that was a really special moment for us. We both have broken knees, and that we've both needed a lot of surgeries to attempt to fix them.
Acts of service that he doesn't have to do, but he does anyways. Putting my dishes away when I was about to do them, but he does it anyways. When it's winter and he puts the cover on my car, have time to do it, he will probably do it for me. He's just always this very selfless. Not selfish. I almost said selfish. Selfless.
Cooking his desserts, like brownies and cookies, and he is also really good at being a peacemaker for all of the girls. Lulu, and his main name for me is Wee Wee.
I have a lot of memories, whenever we would play soccer together, when he would take me out to the soccer field and practice my kicks, or when he would take me to goalkeeper training before I could drive. Did a lot of those.
Early in the morning too.
6 a.m. And just whenever we played basketball outside in the front here, or whenever we went to church, I remember a few times we did that. Just watching soccer and basketball together, going to games, or just even just going out to eat, just me and him. Just little memories like that.
Dadgummit.
Missy.
Missy.
That's what I was thinking of. Hey there, little missy. Go.
Yeah, dope.
Go.
When he gets kisses on his cheeks and he gets hugs when we listen to him and when we turn off lights. Even David gets in trouble.
When you were really little.
And he had a bald head. He would tickle our faces. He doesn't like to come home to you and Cam fighting.
Yeah. Do you ever see him get very mad?
No.
No, not really, huh? He's a pretty cool dude.
Not turning off lights.
Good one.
Just takes your lights away.
Takes out your light bulb. Mm-hmm.
What is Dad's favorite food? Spaghetti, I think. Eggs and hash browns. And steak.
Yeah.
And chicken salsa. Chips and salsa. He's always giving me loves. He's always asking for a kiss before I go out. And he's always wanting to give me a hug. Whenever he comes in the door after work. Ready?
Why?
Because of his knees.
Yeah. Did you know he used to run faster than me when we were little?
When he gives me kisses. And he says the only way I can go somewhere is if I give him a kiss on his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And a hug. He helps me with things that I don't know how to do. When I need help with my math, he puts it in a different perspective. Did I say the word right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's good at taking care of us.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take us places if we need something. He'll teach us new things. How to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
He makes orange chicken.
Any kind of treats?
Caramel brownies. And giant almond cookies.
He's really good at that. Do you see me making any of that? No. Okay.
Rolos.
He likes Rolos. What treat does he like to get at the movies?
Junior mints.
Junior mints. Dad loves mints. What does he like to put on top of his ice cream? What does he?
Cherries. Chocolate. And caramel.
Cherries, chocolate, and caramel.
He likes those caramel things. The hard caramels. He's cute.
He's cute.
Yep. 18.
18.
No, he's not. 9.
9.
Yes, 9. No, I think
Berkeley's 9, and he's a lot older than Berkeley.
way older. And he likes to wear normal clothes. He likes to wear a gray t-shirt.
And does he wear pants or shorts usually?
Shorts.
And for shoes, what kind of shoes does Grandpa like to wear?
Red ones.
Red ones?
And
William's got it.
I knew it because I've seen him wear those the whole day when I was at Morgan. Getting gum from him.
Getting gum from him.
Watching the sky with him.
Watching the sky with him.
And air jets.
The air jets. You liked watching that with Grandpa?
Yeah, and Morgan.
And Morgan.
Because we're cute.
Because you're cute?
And because he does love us.
But how do you know?
I said, because we're so cute.